Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate for you, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, so we're going to get our animal oracle cards. We're going to look at what you may possibly be struggling with. We're going to look at what you may need to look at, and then we're going to look at future energies that may possibly be coming in for you. I'm going to use my Vice Versa Tarot, and that has images on both sides, and get some clarifiers and close out with an oracle. If you are interested in any of the cards that I am using, please check out the links down below. All right, so let's see what's going on for Capricorn today, struggling with laying a solid foundation. All right, we have Fox Spirit, think on your feet. And then we have Skunk Spirit, know your worth for future energies. At the bottom of the deck, we have Snake Spirit, time to heal. Time to heal. All right. I feel like with what you may possibly be struggling with lay a solid foundation, I feel like you're just feeling off, and you're questioning things, and you're struggling with things. And I feel like for current energies that's why like your thought process isn't as sharp as it was, because I feel like there's something that needs to be settled. There's something that needs to be done first. And we have the time to heal as an overall energy, so that could be going on too. And then for future energies, knowing your worth. All right, so for what you may be struggling with, we have number 5, and that is the Hierophant. It could be that faith and that belief that you have, that belief in yourself, that faith in yourself, the faith in other people. The Hierophant is also about having a solid foundation. So again, I feel like it goes with that. It also could be that, that belief of, are things going to get better, right? Are relationships going to get better? We have the Ace of Cups there. So it could be that you're struggling with relationships. It could be the relationship with yourself. It could be the relationship with others. We have the 5 of Pentacles, and he's just kind of leaning over there. And I feel like that's kind of your energy too, is that, it's just like that frustration. It's the, what do I do? Where do I go? This isn't what I thought it was going to be. And then for current energies, we have number 11, which is the Justice card. Time to grow, because I'm seeing the sword, Gertrude, and it has the vines, and it has the butterfly and the keys here. So I feel like it's time to grow. I feel like it's time to move forward. We have number 2, and that is the High Priestess. So it's that listening to that inner voice. And then we have the Fool card, which is new beginnings. Gertrude, thank you. For some reason in this deck, this Devil card just wants to come out, and so we have that for future energies. I feel like it's moving away, because we have the back here. So for some reason, moving away came to mind. And then we have the Hangman. All right, seeing things from a different perspective, knowing your worth. And then we have the Knight of Wands, and there is the Phoenix that is coming out of the fire, right? That is kind of burning up. And I feel like that's kind of you, is that Phoenix, and it's almost like reinventing yourself. I almost feel like it's another leveling up for you. And then we have the Ace of Wands. And then we have, at the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Swords. So I will flip that one over. And again, I feel like it has to do with that Phoenix is rising from the ashes. And then with this 10 of Swords, he's kind of looking at his armor. He took off his armor, and he's seeing how it's all stabbed and it's been beat up and everything. But he's removed himself from that, right? We have the sun, which is being eclipsed here. So I feel like it's slowly coming into your own power, slowly listening to that inner voice, starting new. We have the Fool with the shooting star there. We have the Devil card, which could also be, Capricorn, coming into your own power, your own strength, your own energy, seeing things from a different perspective. And I just love that this Phoenix is just rising from the ashes there. And I feel like that's your strength and your power. But over here, as what you may be struggling with, I feel like this is kind of the energy that you're in now. It's like with relationships, with yourself, with others, that questioning that faith, that belief, where am I going to go from here? How is this happening to me? But then coming into this, okay, listening to that inner voice and knowing, okay, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to get past this. This is just one of those times in your life where you have these changes, where you have these adjustments, where you have to look at things from a different perspective, where you kind of have to shed those skin, again, with that snake spirit time to heal, that you have to heal. You have to heal from the past, you have to build up your strength, and you have to start new. But then you also have to not get lost in this frustration energy, that you have to make sure that you even though it's hard when you're struggling, it's hard to stay positive and it's hard to stay focused, but it's like, you will get past this. You know that you will move on. You know that you will heal and that you will be a better version of you. And that's what you have to believe in it. And you have to keep having that in your mind, even though sometimes it can be overwhelming and you're sort of in this energy here with, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? All right, so let's get some more cards. I know that it's hard to see when you're in this frustrated energy. I know that it's hard to see from there, but just take it one day at a time and do it a little bit at a time, right? And hang in there. We have the Nine of Wands. It's exhausting and it's tiring, but it's hang in there. And he's released all of these 9 wands. He's got one left. He's at his destination. So it's just, you're tired. You've been through a lot, right? And you're like, oh, when is this going to be over? When am I going to be past this phase? When is the new opportunities going to come in for me? And I feel like it's just keeping your eye on the prize, right? Keep your eye on the prize. And we have the Ace of Wands as overall energy, is hang in there and things will start happening for you. We have Ace of Cups again. So aces are new beginnings, new starts, new ways to look at it. Could have to do with relationships. Is there a relationship that's dragging you down? Is there a relationship that's making you feel this way? Is that something that you have to look at? Is that something that you're dealing with or that you have to kind of reassess or you have to heal from? Is it a past relationship that you keep thinking about or you keep focusing on? And is that something that needs to be healed? Is that something that has to be worked on? I love it. Judgment, awakening, renewal, revival, opening your eyes. The universe is giving you signs. And that's what I was kind of feeling here, is that once you can get past this struggling energy, I feel like the signs are going to be around you. And I feel like it's listening to that inner voice and almost kind of, looking for those signs or those little things that help you to move forward, right? To pick yourself up, to hang in there, to move forward. We have the Ace, we have the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is someone who is very analytical and he's someone who thinks things through. I feel like it's maybe your thought process that has to be maybe adjusted a bit. Over here, your thought process may be, oh, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, why is this happening? What do I do in this situation? But the thought process is here is like, okay, my inner voice is telling me that I'm going to be okay. My inner voice is telling me that things are going to start happening for me, that I can start new, I can start fresh, that there's new things coming in for me, new things heading for me. I'm going to let go of what's holding me back. I'm opening my eyes to what's being presented around me. I'm learning from the past. We have the King of Wands. I'm learning from the past. I'm learning that, hey, before when I kept staying in this energy that I never really got anywhere and it seemed to get worse and worse. But when I was able to step away from that energy and I was able to refocus and change my train of thought, that things started to turn around for me. Sometimes we just need to get to sometimes if we're in the same environment, we're doing the same routine, right? Work, home, sleep, eat, that same routine. But if we do something different and say we go for a walk or we go for a drive, we go to the beach, we go to the mountains, we go for a bike ride, maybe we go to the gym, right? You haven't been to the gym in forever. And you try that. And all of a sudden it's like your head clears. And you're like, wow, like I feel so much better. I've gotten myself out of that atmosphere where everything felt heavy and was staying the same. So I was able to get away from it, and my thought process was able to clear up, that I was able to move past it, that I was able to clear up my thought process and start new and start fresh. And that's part of the reason why I love having my horse and I drive out to the barn, is because sometimes I do feel like when I stay in my living space or I just do the same routine, that it becomes heavy and I get bored with it, or I get overwhelmed, or I'm just like, I feel unmotivated. But when I go out to the barn, it gives me that chance to get away from the regular routine, to clear my mind, to clear my head, to refocus my thoughts and my energy, to be more positive, right? To feel more free, to be more excited. And here we go with the Nine of Wands again, and that's, hanging in there, right? Just hanging in there, just keep hanging in there, and that eventually things will turn around for you and we'll get to that point. Oh, look at that. And then we have the Devil card again. I feel like that's, coming into your own power, turning your back on the negativity, seeing things from a different perspective, rising up above, and again, coming into your own power, because this is your card, and your own strength, and kind of building those relationships together, working together, making relationships feel better. The relationship that you have with yourself, is very important, because you have to be your own best friend and your own cheerleader, and you have to look out for yourself, and you have to make sure that you make choices that are best for you. Sometimes we really don't think about that, right? We just kind of go along with things, or we just kind of do things because people are maybe pushing us or making us feel that way, or we're like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do. But if we're not really thinking about our feelings in it, and I feel like that has to do with that, is to make the choices that are best for us. And then we have the Hierophant again, so that could be Taurus. So that's pretty cool, because we started with the Hierophant over here, and now we're ending with the Hierophant over here. So I feel like your faith and your belief and your strength and your base and your foundation becomes stronger after you've gone through this process, that you've taken the time to heal. You know your worth. You're making those decisions that are best for you. You're letting go of the hurt and the pain. You're letting go of most of it. You're in this Ace of Wands where it's a new beginnings, and it's new starts, and it's new feelings. And you're feeling more motivated, right? You're listening to you're changing your thought process. You're listening to what works, what is best for you. Sometimes we just need that little push, like refocus, or, kind of that, let's get out of that normal space that you're in and do something different, kind of to change the atmosphere and the energy that's around you. All right, let's grab a fortune reading card. As I'm kind of feeling this one here, we have Owl. There are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. And I feel like that goes with this here when I said with the High Priestess and with the King of Swords. I feel like there's signs. I feel like there's messages around you, right? Spiritual messages and great wisdom. Learning, that's what the Owl is learning wisdom. The King of Wands here, learning from the past, learning that what is it that I need to adjust and I need to change. Is it relationships? Is it my own thought process? And I feel, again, like I said, the signs are around you. They're there for you to see and for you to be more aware of those. And I feel like that is that little burst of energies, or those little signs that can help you to move forward and say, yeah, I'm on the right track. I'm feeling like I'm on the right track. I feel like I'm doing the right thing. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.